Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Coach Prime has faced increased media scrutiny lately, but Nick Saban had his back yesterday. While on College Game Day, looked at the best HBCU games from week one, Saban chose to highlight what time had done for HBCUs. Well, the HBCU to me is a conference that gets overlooked a little bit. I think they play some really good football, and there's a lot of big games. No one realized the impact Deion had on the SWAC. They got huge TV contract, which has not enabled them to upgrade their facilities, their programs, as well provide better opportunities for their players to develop people as students and have better careers as football players. What you think, Ocho?
I mean, it's a dope thing. It's a great thing. I think people do understand, especially those that are part of the culture, part of the HBCU culture, alumni, former players. Obviously, people like us understand the effect that Deion had being at Jackson State and some of the things that they were able to reap as far as from a benefit concern. And I think they are overlooked. Overlooked, but it's one thing that I always say, and I've always said it, and I tell a lot of players that it really doesn't matter where you go to school. If you make enough noise, if you really him, or really who you supposed to be, or really who you think you are, it doesn't matter where you go. It's what you do once you get there. They will find you. They will find you if you put it on film. They're gonna find you. If you're really that good, then you should stand out on film. When you stand out on film, it's easy to find you. But if you blend in like everybody else and you're just a number, then that's the difference. Right. Now you think
you're gonna have to stand out
something that you're not.
You're gonna have to stand out for the simple fact scouts are not coming scouting these schools like they go Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, and so forth and so on. So you're gonna have to stand out. And so when you're at that, you're gonna have to be a shark in a pond, or whale, as we say, Moby Dick. You need to be Moby Dick, and you need to be playing amongst minnows. And so when you do that, now all of a sudden you had no tension, you had no choice but to see Jerry Rice. You had no choice but to see Walter Payton. You had no choice but to see Steve McNair or Shannon Sharpe or Michael Strahan. We left you no choice. But to come down and say, well, hold on, I got to see what's causing all this ruckus. I heard about these guys, but I need to see it for myself.
I tell people all the time, like, you guys and those names you just named, it's not about where they were playing. It's about what they were doing, where they were at. Once that film was rolling, once you turn that film on, it's 11 players on the field. It's easy. It's easy to catch the eye of a scout. It's easy to catch the eye of a GM if you're really who you think you are on that field.
Right.
It's just the product is going to sell itself. You ain't got to do nothing else. I always hear dudes talk about, man, I want to go to UM. Man, I want to go to Florida State. Man, I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Alabama. But if you can't get it done at the little school you at, if you're not shining at the little school you at, what you going to do when you get to the big stage?
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be tough.
You remember Shaquille Leonard went to South Carolina State. They had that game. They played Clemson, national televised game. Yeah. He has 23 tackles. Yeah. Hold on. 23 tackles?
Who was this?
He playing Clemson? He at South Carolina State, and he all over the field.
Who was this? Yeah. Listen, them small schools. This is, if anybody that might be in the chat watching, when the small schools, when the big PWI schools, you know how they do the schedule and they have, have an HBCU. Small example. If you go to FAMU right now, and y'all got the Miami Hurricanes coming up, with all the hype, with all the hoopla, them beating Florida, your ass want to be on the motherfucking radar? Come goddamn draft time?
Yeah.
Show out. Yeah. Show out against the Hurricanes this upcoming week. Stand out on film and watch what happened. Now watch your childhood dream. Watch your childhood dream come true before you know it. Man.
That's what I did, Ocho.
Opportunity, FAMU,
my senior year,
Miami. Come on now. Come to the party.
I looked at the schedule my senior year, and I okay, we got Elon. The year before, I think they won the NIA championship. Okay, we got Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Those are 2 games.
Georgia Southern good. Okay. They were good back then too?
They had won the Division 1 AA championship like 3-4 times.
God. They were still doing that same like.
So they were the equivalent of what North Dakota State is. They were like the North Dakota State.
Okay.
That's what they were. So I was like, okay, these are 2 games.
Yeah.
We go to Elon. They in Burlington, North Carolina. Send them for 221, 220.
Let me get that.
Yeah. Go to Georgia Southern.
Let me get that.
I get 9 for 202 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the bowl game, East-West Shrine game. Mr. Sharpe, we'd love for you to play in the bowl game.
They invited you?
Yeah. They had no choice. You ain't got no choice. You got to come see me. All I need to know, he the best. My sophomore year, we played Central Florida. Yes, and they got a wide receiver everybody talking about. If I'm not mistaken, he ended up getting drafted in the 3rd round. And I remember Coach Davis, I was like, Coach Davis, hey, they got a good receiver down there. There's going to be some scouts down there. Okay.
Take a shine.
There'll be scouts down there? Like NFL? Because we didn't really have no whole lot of scouts. We didn't have a whole lot of people that, as I got, people that they were looking at. I was like, okay, I'm a sophomore. I'm a true sophomore. All I know, they wasn't talking about him after the game. They were talking about that number 2, Bill.
Who was that?
Yes.
It can.
All I need to know.
It can happen.
They come to see you. No, they're not.
It can happen.
Yeah. That's it. And that's how you have to approach it, Ocho. I never looked at myself as inferior.
Right.
I don't give a damn where you went to school. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
You might have got better coaching. There are more coaches because, you got a safety coach, you got a corner coach, you got an outside linebacker, inside linebacker, a DN coach. You got all those coaches. Running back, hell, we had one coach, he coaching everything. He offensive coordinator, running back coach, but wide receiver coach, he all that. But guess what? When I get them helmet and shoulder pads, okay. We gonna see now. We gonna see.
Them games are so important, Unc. I know. I hate hearing the young bulls say, I want to go to the big schools and all that. Sometimes you're not afforded the same opportunities as everybody else. Again, I will say it to you, man. It's not where you go; it's what you do once you get there. They will find you. If you played underneath a motherfucking rock, I'm telling you, the GM and scouts will find you if you put it on film. They're gonna find you when you play against the big schools. I mean,
show out.
Yeah, you show out. It's the only example I can think of right now because I know the schedule by heart. FAMU, boy, if you're a rattler in this chat, I'm telling you, when you play against the Hurricanes after what they just did to the goddamn Florida last week, and you want to be on the radar?
Yeah.
April? Man,
y'all might beat us, but I'm gonna beat y'all.
I'm telling you.
Y'all might beat us. Hey, guess what, Ocho?
Yeah.
Once I got in the starter lineup,
it's a wrap.
I kept a lot of PWI tight ends on the bench.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't none of them come beat me out for that job.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. I ain't getting this up. This is not for you.